Wattobizz. Whoop. Welcome to Amanda's Crafty Corner. I am Amanda, and this is my Crafty Corner. Um, I know I typically don't record or give out a video on Thursday, but I'm actually recording this on Wednesday night. Um, I'll get into details about that later, but for now, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope this camera angle is okay. I also want to say welcome, welcome back, my viewers, new and old. Welcome, my subscribers, new and old. If you have not subscribed to me, please think about hitting that lovely subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that bell so you're notified every time I have videos out, I have shorts, or when I go live because um on Sunday, I go live with the lovely Enchanted Rain or Rain Enchantress and Chan, the Canadian dot witch, where we diamond paint for an hour or two, depending on our mood. Sorry, I am still sick. I haven't gone the last couple of weeks because my whole entire household is sick. Yeah, not just me and my son, my entire household. Um, Thankfully, my partner is not sick, but he is with the little man right now. So, yeah. Just so everybody is aware, I am working on Eve, which is the glowing love. You'll have all of that linked in the description box below. Like I always do, this is a Wattobizz. It is a 50 by 50 with 50 colors. Absolutely obsessed. I will have a picture of it as well. So you'll see everything. The last kind of video I did, and I was sick then too, was my unboxing from VIP Cross Stitch. So if you haven't checked that out, please go take a look. They sent me a beautiful kit that I was going to do a video of. Unfortunately, I was very sick and had another appointment because I've been going to appointments all last week. So I was unable to do that. And even um, as my therapist, actually, yes, I see a therapist for my mental health. Um, Even she was like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" Thankfully, it was over a Zoom call, and I'm like, "Yep, we're gonna do this because I need it." So yeah, we did that lovely call. It was over an hour, and I got to just vent to her about everything and nothing, mostly everything. I vented about sickness. I vented about my son's school and how ridiculous they are with their expectations for a 4-year-old. And I love her so much because she was kind of even the attitude, well, he's four. Like he's four. I don't understand. Um, so it was really great to have somebody on my side with that, especially because she does do therapy for children as well. So it was great. My therapist is also a social worker, so she really understands. So I was just like, yes, thank you, thank you. Also, thank you for letting me vent because I needed it. And then on Friday, I had, um, actually on Wednesday, I also had an endo appointment, which it's an I can never pronounce the word, an endocrinologist. It's for my diabetes because for those that have followed me, I have type 2 diabetes. And because I've been sick, she's been more worried about me because I didn't know about this. If somebody else did, please let me know in the comments below. But so when you're sick, you can go hypoglycemic, which means your blood sugars can get super high that you can fall into a coma. Yeah, didn't know that. Did not know that. So we were checking on me. I had a doctor's appointment on Friday, which I also took my son to just to see how he was doing because I'm like, you know what? I'm worried about him. We've both been sick for over a week. What's going on? Doctor was like, he's fine. Here's some medicine for him. What- And then they're like, let's check you for pneumonia because, worried about you. And I'm like, yes, please. I want to know what's going on because this sickness seems to be getting worse, not better. So they checked my lungs and everything for pneumonia. I'm good. I just, I can't fight this sickness off. Could it be COVID? Who knows? I don't test anymore. I've already had COVID twice. It's not fun. Um, but yeah, so we checked me, checked him, checked all my blood work, which I'm fine. Everybody's happy with me. We're just not happy with this sickness because with the cough and cold medication, my blood pressure is going up, and we don't want that. And I've never had my blood pressure really skyrocket. So they want to check it and also give me a pneumonia shot. Yeah, there's a vaccine for that. Didn't know that, but yeah, so they want me to get that just because, yay, diabetes. But then, yeah, everybody in my household is, they're sick. And today my son was really lethargic. And I took him back to the doctor's. The doctor looked at us. I'm like, he's got a fever, a really, really high fever. I want to know what's going on. Turns out he has strep throat. And I'm like, are you really going to be like mummy and always have strep throat now? Great. Because I talked to him. I go, I fought for 5 years with the nose throat, the ear, nose, and throat doctor, and the person that owned your practice beforehand. 5 years before they finally took out my tonsils, and the doctor apologized to me because my tonsils were chronically infected, which meant no matter how many antibiotics you gave me, no matter what you do, I'm always going to have strep throat because the infection is inside my tonsils. Not to give you TMI, even though I just did. So I don't want the same for the little man. So, yeah, he has strep throat and now he's on an antibiotic. He has been very lethargic and like on and off sleeping all day. So, he is asleep right now. Gave him the antibiotic at like 6:30, quarter to 7, maybe a little before 7. Either way, if he wakes up at 2 o'clock in the morning, I can give him Tylenol because that's what he did. This morning, he was in and out of sleep. He asked for the tablet, and I'm like, yeah, sure. Hold on. What time is it? What time is it before I give you that tablet? Oh, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. We're gonna have medicine and go back to sleep. We're not doing this. No, 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 no. Yeah, that's what he does. And as you can tell, my voice is kind of still yucky. I'm very sorry. And I'm just kind of jibber jabbering because it's been a while. Whoops. I'm on my desk while I'm using my leg as well to hold this cross stitch up. I do have an arm that if I really wanted to, I could attach to my desk, but then it gets in the way of my diamond paintings because I have very large diamond paintings. So I had to get rid of that one. So we're just gonna have to kind of deal, but we're working on this blue dot. The color is 728, which is this nice, it's almost like a goldenrod yellow because, I'm working on a glowing heart and it's the surrounding of it. So I thought, why not? I also put my Q-snap in a weird spot, so we're just gonna have to deal. But you knew I was working on this heart to begin with. And yeah, I'm just kind of going with it. We'll see how far we get with this lovely cross stitch. I'm obsessed with it. I just haven't worked on it in a long time. And I'm so sorry. I think it's been 2 weeks now. Just again, been super sick. Because I wanted to do it last week. Nope, not happening. Not only that, I didn't realize how sick my son was because he was like fine 1 minute and then not fine the next. So I'd be like, you know what? We can go back to school. Nope. No, no. So I just kept him home for like the rest of the week because I'm like, this enough is enough. It's fine. I've got him. We'll go home. I just had to get my father-in-law to come and get him because again, I had a lot of appointments on Wednesday and I'm like, I can't really cancel them last minute because I'll get charged. Yep. Yep. A lot of doctors are now charging if you do not give X amount of notice because a lot of people are no showing. Even my job is doing that because they got really tired. I wonder if I have another clip. I think I do. Yes, I do. Sorry, I'm just clipping the excess that I have at the top here so that I don't accidentally sew it in, cross stitch it into what I'm working on. And I was trying to use two hands, but it's getting a little awkward. This whole thing is very awkward. I'm not gonna lie. This whole thing is awkward, but that's okay. We do what we gotta do. At least you can see. As long as you can see, that's all that matters to me. I'm probably just, jibber jabbering now your ears off. That's okay because it's been a while, right? Um, Otherwise, I've been working on, I call it my leaf dragon. I've been working on Charizard. Kind of been working on diamond painting, but not really. Like I said, I've been really sick. My voice, as you can tell, is kind of shot still. So, again, I'll probably just go like I always do to the end of this floss, and then we'll be done. It might be a short video, might be a long video. I honestly wish I could tell you, but I don't know. I just kind of go with the flow. Also want to make sure there's no knots. Sorry, you're going to see a messy floor. No, we're good. I'm sorry you had to see that. Although it feels like there's a big knot here. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry again. Oh no, it's the way that I did that. Okay, sorry. Again, I don't mean for you to see a messy floor or my leg. But there you go. You got a nice leg shot. Um, and while I've been working on things, I've been going back into, I'm gonna say my history nerdiness. I've been watching a whole bunch of like stuff on the Tudors, Henry VIII and whatnot. So I was on Prime. They have a few documentaries. One is called Henry VIII, The Man, the Monster, and I believe the Legend. And then I was watching The Secret Lives of the Tudors, and then I watched a documentary on Queen Jane, the 9-Day Queen, also known as Lady Jane Grey. They're all like 3 episodes apiece, about an hour long. So that's kind of been what I've been watching, well, cross stitching and stuff. I've also gotten into the White Queen, the White Princess, the Spanish Princess, which is based off of Philippa Gregory's books. So those are about 10 episodes apiece. And then, really, from the Spanish Princess, you could actually get into the show called The Tudors, which is really cool because I don't think they have anything after that, at least from what I was checking on, because even then, it's the movie The Other Bowling Girl by Philippa Gregory, which is, about Anne Boleyn and how she becomes Queen Anne. And that movie, you kind of have to take it as a grain of salt because it's definitely not accurate. I mean, some parts are, but most of them aren't. Um, it's more like a movie that I secretly enjoy for the drama more than anything else. I mean, The Tudors is the same. They do have some accurate bits of it, but a lot of it is, it's drama. It's all drama, and I live for it. I can watch drama shows and all of that. That's about it. Drama in real life? No. You can keep that stuff away from me. I will watch TV. I will read drama, but that's about it. I will write drama, but I do not want to live it. This is looking so good. I'm loving this heart. It's where I decided to start this when it's not in this lovely Q snap. I work from the bottom left and go up. It's okay. I'll start there. That's how I typically work on things. I work from the bottom left and go up. My favorite part is when you get done a whole like area, not just like 2 boxes, but like a whole area, like 4 boxes or so, is that carpet feeling and you seeing the image come to life. Because my dragon, my leaf dragon, oh, it looks so good. I wish I could show you, but I did make a promise that anything that is copyrighted, I won't. Um, and I keep checking, and I definitely think it is, because I think it's from Displate. I'll probably check again. I know somebody on Pinterest has a whole board of different dragons, and that one is on their Pinterest. So I'm not 100% sure, but you know, discretion and all of that. And I know there are people who just don't care. Um, I do, and I'm trying to be mindful of it all, which is why even with Joy Sunday, I'm being very careful. And I know the companies are probably going to get mad at me for that. That's fine. I won't buy those ones. I'll buy other ones that I know are not copyrighted. I'll buy ones that, are kind of original. And it's very easy to tell. I do have a whole, I did it, the whole thing. Blah, 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 blah. I did a tutorial of the Google Lens, and you can use that to help you find out if it's stolen or not. And I did tell Sandy at Wattobizz I will keep a lookout and I'll be able to tell her if something has been stolen from her or not. So if I see something, I will tell her, and then we can tell the companies, hey, you need to take that down because that is not okay. And I'm sure the companies will be very good about it too. I haven't had any issues with the companies that I do PR packages for. For anybody who is curious as to my favorite website, It's VIP cross stitch. I love working with Ada. Yes, that is her name. Her name is Ada. I somehow knotted this. How did I do that? I knotted my actual floss. Right at the top too. Hold on. Let's see how I can fix this. Okay, that's one string, that's two. There we go. Hold on. Floss is sometimes just a pain. I'm not a lefty. Please do not try this. I'm not a lefty. I am a righty. But I did it without cutting myself, so there we go. Your floss will, for anybody that's new to cross stitch, your floss will do that a lot. It will become uneven. And no matter how much you try to make it even, nope. No, 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 no. Especially when you're going along in the rivers. That's what I call it. It's not exactly block, it's a river. And I love cross stitches with rivers. I'm not gonna lie. I love these rivers where you can just kind of keep going without having to worry about starting and stopping. Because that's a lot of this here. A lot, well, kind of. But there are a lot of rivers, so I'm not overly worried. I also really don't care how my backs look. So if it's a mess, it's a mess, especially if it's a cross stitch for me. If it's a cross stitch for a friend, that's a little bit different, or I'll ask them, I'm like, do you mind if I make it a mess? Just put it in a frame and don't look at it. Because I do my best. But sometimes it's a little messy. So, yeah. Just doing this. I'm also just taking a look around to see if there's any more of the blue dot. That is not a stop and a start because I see them here, like right here. There's one here, one here, one here. So that's stuff that I'm trying not to show you. Oh, it's not what I want. Not what I want. I will say this is very easy to read. So again, if you haven't gotten a Wattobizz, go and get one. You will not be disappointed. They are so good. It's easy to read. The colors are gorgeous. Like I'm super, super excited for this. And I believe this color, the blue color is, yeah, so this down here is all 939. So when I get to that, I'm gonna do my best. But look, you can clearly see everything even on the paper chart. It's gonna be very, very nice. There's a lot of like little confetti here and there, but that's okay. But like I said, this is super nice. You can see the heart is coming along. It's going to be a whole bunch of, whoops. That's not what I want. I want to go up here. That's okay. There we go. And I know I have my needle spreader. Whoops. Let's not move my camera as I knock things over. But see how I cut it super nicely? And now look, it is already out of whack. It is no longer even. That's okay. See? I don't know how well you can see, but yeah, see, it's no longer even, despite trying my best. I also don't mind how rough I am with my needles. I have so many needles. I've broken many a needle. I have a ton. You see what I do with them. The only thing I need to do now is get another case and put 14 count on them. Just to make my life a little bit easier. I am on a no-buy, but maybe for my birthday, I will splurge a little bit, and buy some accessories from one of the shops. We'll see. And I know we're about a half hour in, but how is everybody else doing? I've just been kind of jibber jabbering. I know. That's what I do. I jibber jabber a lot. It's also been a while since I've recorded, so I'm probably talking a lot more than normal, and I haven't even taken like a coffee break or a drink break or any of that. But that's okay. That is a-okay. I might now, like I said, we're a half hour in. I still got a little bit of coffee left from when I was playing my video game. Because I've been kind of doing that um since my sick leave. I've done a fair bit of cross stitching, a lot of diamond painting, just a lot. So I decided to pick up one of my video games again and play that. My friend Steven doesn't blame me because at the beginning I was going back and forth between here. This week's cross stitch, this week's this week's that. On Monday, I returned to work and I'm super, super excited to go back to work. I'm not gonna lie. As much as I love staying home, if I was in my own house, that would be different. But I'm in my parents' house and yeah, that's all I can say. That is all I can say. I love my parents. Don't get me wrong. It's not even like my mom was home because my mom was not. She has to work. But yeah. Okay, so we still have some of this yellow left. So I am just going to, again, I'm sorry you have to see my messy floor. I do need to clean up. You really don't want me to. No, you really don't want me to finish you off. Wow. Hold on. I'm going to just switch legs for a moment. Give my left leg a little bit of a break. I'm holding this while I try to end. Like I said, my backs are not pretty. Oops. My backs are not pretty at all. Here you go. If you want to see the back of this one, it's not pretty. But that's okay. And now you get to see my leg again. Okay, let's see where there's more blue. Is anything going to be in the way? I'm going to move this down. I'm going to see if I can move this up a... No. Move that up a bit. There we go. So I'm just doing her chin. Just going to make sure I don't stab my thumb. Because I've done that many times. Where I'm stabbing myself with the needle. Here we go. And yes, all those release papers, that is the diamond painting. That is on my table that I've been working on. I'm just over halfway done. I might put a movie on after this and just work on that for a little bit. And then go to bed. Just because I need kind of a couple hours to myself. Or a few hours, I should say. Not even a couple, a few hours to myself. I love my son. Please don't get me wrong. But I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who's just like, you need a break after a bit. Just need a break. Need a break from my family. I just need a break from everybody. Because you just kind of need to breathe at times. And right now, I really haven't had the chance to really breathe. I hope what I'm saying makes sense. And hopefully, once things go back to normal, I will have videos out for you once again. I will figure out scheduling. Tuesdays, I definitely want to do my Wattobizz. So you'll get this tomorrow, which is Thursday, and then next Tuesday, crossing my fingers after I get my nails done, because yeah, I need to get those done because it's been a couple weeks and they're kind of looking gross. They're growing out, as you can tell. I will have a video for you. And then hopefully this Sunday, I'll be going live with the diamond painting with Chan and Rain because I miss my girls. And I know they miss me. So we're going to I'm gonna try to do that. I don't have any packages coming. In February, Biggest Craft, right before the Chinese New Year, actually, Biggest Craft had asked me to do a PR package for them, emailed them saying, here's the products, but they never got back to me. So, and I know I emailed them during the Chinese New Year, which was silly of me to do. I'll admit it. But you think they would have gotten back to me, but they never did. So I don't have any more packages coming in unless, at some point this week, one of the websites emails me. Um, I might do, um, sorry, my brain just farted. I I might do I might start a new cross stitch. Wow, words are kind of hard. With the mushroom village that I got from VIP cross stitch. Like I said, when I did that unboxing, I did want to actually start that as soon as I unboxed it. It was just my voice was done. I can feel my voice kind of being done right now, but that's okay. We're gonna do our best. And we're just gonna go until this floss is done. Because that's typically what I do. I just grab a piece of floss and I record until it is done. I hope that's okay with everybody. I know some people prefer longer videos, um, but besides what I've talked about already, I really don't have much to talk about because, like I said, I've been on sick leave from work. I've done physiotherapy. I've done regular therapy. I saw my diabetes doctor, regular doctor. My life is all appointments. I don't know how much of that you actually saw because I realized how I was holding that. I'm sorry. Um, but I know some people like to use this more like a podcast, you, my lovelies, you kind of put me on and listen to me in the background while you're working on your own projects, which is awesome. I love that. So I'm going to say this. If you've made it to the end of my video, I would love to see a heart emoji in the comments below, just so that I know you watched the whole thing. I like seeing the emojis. I like hearing from all of you. I do my best to message back in the comments. Believe me, I will refresh my page just to make sure that I see everybody's comments. Again, my apologies for being so sick. Hopefully by Sunday, my son and I will be in the clear of all of this. He is on an antibiotic, so I'm actually hoping before Saturday he feels better because it's his friend's birthday and I really want to go. We were also supposed to do another play date with another one of his friends. I messaged her, I think Monday or yesterday. I'm kind of glad that we're not hanging out because of the sickness, and the last thing that she needs is for her daughter to get sick again. Just because we both feel like our kids are missing so much of school. I'm going to be honest, not that I really care because it's only kindergarten. And like I said, I kind of said a lot to my therapist, and I'm not exactly happy with the school that he's at. Um, so we'll see. I also had to take a day off of work because we have a meeting with said school. So I'm just kind of sitting here shaking my head in regards to all of that. So we'll see what happens. I'm actually going to go this way. We're getting close to the end of this piece of floss. We'll see how many more stitches I can get out of it. Oh, but I'm so excited. And then I guess we'll see what happens at the end of March, see if I get anything done. I did post an update of my Charizard. I actually got a little bit more of that done. I'll probably do some more of that tomorrow. I'm trying to, and it's definitely a goal that might be achievable if I can work on it a lot more. I'm trying to get it done for my 10-year anniversary with my partner. Oh, oh, yep, messy floor. Sorry. We'll fix that in a moment. If I can't get it done this year, definitely for my 11-year with him. May is, at the end of May is our 10-year anniversary, so knocking on my desk, I can get it done. But like I said, we will see what happens. Because I work on it on like Wednesday nights, um, Saturday nights, and basically any night that we're kind of in bed. Because he will fall asleep and I kind of do my own thing. But at least we're together in bed, I guess you could say. It's just what we do. We're just that weird, odd couple. He also has to wake up like super, super, super early in the morning, so I let him sleep. Okay, looks like this will be the last stitch that I can get. Yeah. So I'm going to finish this off here, and I will talk to everybody later. Please make sure that you take care of yourselves. Stay healthy, stay safe. I love you all. I'll see you all in my next video. Much love. Bye.